Bonjour, fragrance lover, welcome back to my channel. In today's video we're talking about Molton Brown, so stay with me. Before we started the video, please subscribe to my channel because I've seen that most of the people that are looking at the video don't subscribe. It's really easy, it's free, it's just the button here and you click on subscribe and you make me very happy. And also you can see my face more often, so don't forget to activate the little bell too with the notification. You can see that today I'm not in my usual atmosphere because I'm on holiday, so with my family and things. So that's why there's still a Christmas tree because we've done Christmas and we didn't have time to do it before. So Christmas is always in January for me. So yeah, and also don't mind my little voice. Every time I'm on holiday I get very sick, so yeah, very glamorous. So today we're talking about Molton Brown, so I'm going to show you my first impression, as it's the second time I'm recording the video because my camera decided to not work before. Like the first one is going to be a little resume of what were my first impression a few minutes before, and the rest I didn't discover them, so let's have a look. So just a little reminder about Molton Brown. What is this? This is a London-based brand, so UK brand. I thought it would be nice to have the little discovery set to talk about the fragrance. So in this one, you've got 11 fragrances that I'll be able to try for you. And if you want to see what are my final thoughts, because this is going to be my first impression, it's going to be on my Instagram as usual, so please follow me on Instagram too. It's all about well-being for Molton Brown, and it's something that they've been created, like conditioners, shampoo, soap, things like that. Anything to make you feel good as a person and in yourself, which is amazing. And I heard a lot of good about those brands. I've tried their shower gel before, which are amazing, really. And the scent of the shower gel just... So it's only natural product, and the inspiration is all about traveling. So for example, they created their fine fragrances in 2011, and some of the fragrances are about a different country to make you travel to a different country, but there's always that British type of vibe to it. So it's always a crossover between London and another country, which I think is great. And there's this little book with the discovery set that you can buy because I had it as a present. And he explained all the inspiration of the fragrances, which I think is the best, because for me, I don't think ingredients matter that much, but when you have a good inspiration behind it, allowed you to dream. So that's what fragrance is for, it's an art. So there's two sides of it. I can see more citrusy and flowery over there, so probably not will be my favorite one, but there's some leathery and woody and spicy over here, and this is definitely more my type of vibe, which we're gonna see that just now. So the first one I've tried in this one was called Jasmine Sun Rose. So the first one was here, which is a fragrance that I really like. It's nice, but like I said, what is a bit annoying with this fragrance is too rosy, but it's something very personal. I'm not a very rosy fragrance. I find it a bit sweet and warm, and it's not usually what I go for. This one you've got a lot of raspberry and peach as well. The peach is lovely, it gives a slightly more fruity, powdery effect, but I can really smell the raspberry, and I don't like berries usually. The only thing where I allowed raspberry is Tuscan leather. But it's a nice delicate fragrance. It smells ultra clean, and what you will see is with all of them, like surprisingly, it smells really clean and soft, which is nice because it really reflects the brands, because that's what they want really, to make you feel good and in peace. So I think this is a great time. More for like a delicate lady that doesn't want a fragrance that be smelling too strong, which can be nice. Then there was a second one, and the second one was called Coastal. Is it this? Yeah, Cypress and Sea Fennel. So this was quite interesting because recently I've been trying a lot of like marine type of scent, very salty. I've been trying Camembert, Oudh, that was really nice, and I've been trying MFK, Maison Francis Kirk Jean, Aqua Celestia, for example, which were really nice fragrance, but it's mainly something that I don't know, it's not my favorite because, but it's nice though. This one smells a bit more peppery than the two other one I said, so it's a bit more stronger marine again, more aromatic. It really, you know, the other marine that smells are very like delicate. It's like you're having a stroll and you feel calm. This one is more like wild. It smells like a coast with a lot of rocks. Like this is not something that you can have like a little sun bath, you know. It's a very wild one, which is really nice. It's not something I would wear, but again, if you like saltiness in your fragrance and marine and cleanness, this is amazing and would give you slightly more character with the pepper, definitely. Heavenly Gingerlily. So this one was really special because this one smelled nearly like a shampoo, but in a nice way. I mean a luxury shampoo, you know what I mean? It says that it's an inspiration from Tahiti, and I can really smell why, because I don't know, when I think about Tahiti I see all these flowers, you know, above the head of ladies, and this is really smell like that. It smells very colorful, a bit spicy, a bit woody at the end, again without being heavy, and smells very clean. So it's really nice, and there's a lot of tuberose, and this is what I like with ladies fragrance usually, is like tuberose needs to be not too intense, and this is lovely. And I had a recharged black pepper that was definitely something I did love, just because it makes me think a bit of Tuscan leather. It's not leathery, it's very peppery, you know, but it nearly smells like a biker jacket, and I think it's not someone for a man that is shy. This is something very beast mode, opulent, very spicy. I do love that though. It smells a bit more green at the end as well, a bit like an aftershave as well, but much more spicy and intense. And this I would wear, like it's really nice. So it's supposed to be a representation of Madagascar. It's very citrusy, and there's a touch of violet leaf that gives a little bit of greenness and powderiness to it. This is very sensual, and there's a lot of vetiver, so it feels earthy. But really the main thing I can smell in that is black pepper. And this is so cool. It's very strong, but again, it's not with being like too harsh. I think all the trails of those fragrances are very delicate because they almost smell like quite clean and fresh. It's not something that will annoy you, I think. There's I think a peppery one, but slightly more feminine, which is very pink pepper. This was really nice. It's another adaptation of a pepper scent, but more ladylike. It smells very sparkling, I don't know, with a touch of white flower. There's a touch of citrus. This is more intense as well than the other one, but again, not too much. It still is quite like soft and delicate, musky. It smells very yummy. If you like a Chance from Chanel, Chance got a lot of pink pepper, so it really makes me think of that, but a bit more stronger for this one, not as delicate. It feels again very wild, and it's not something that smells. This one smells for me like white flowers. That's what it smells. Very intense in the pink pepper, but really nice though. Then there's a Tobacco Absolute, so I'm really glad to try that because I love a tobacco scent. So let's see how it goes. So this one I didn't try before, so it's gonna be nice. It's supposed to be a representation of San Pedro. It's profound, earthy, cultivated. Tobacco Absolute is a... I can smell it from there. Oh, that is really nice. A combination of woods, tobacco, balsam, musk, lifted by a hint of citrus. The mature authenticity of Tobacco Absolute balances the sensual depth of Peru balsam as it intermingles with Argentinian grapefruit and bergamot with a subtle so decisive freshness. That is really strange. I never felt something like that. It's very balsamic, but there's an ingredient I don't know inside. It's weird what I'm gonna say, but it nearly smells like a bit of petrol inside. I don't know what is this. They smell a bit like petrol and tobacco. It's not a tobacco that is very sharp and earthy. This one is a bit more rounder, warmer, sensual. It's really nice. Grapefruit is really delicate inside, like very discreet. There's really something weird inside, like I can't even describe it. Like it doesn't make me feel of anything I smelled before. Can't really even smell the tobacco. But the name is nicely done. It's a Tobacco Absolute, and you can tell because it's much more warmer. There's nearly something like vanilla-like inside, but I don't know. It's really profound. It's very deep scent. I feel like if you're wearing that, it's not going to be too opulent, but really a lot of sensuality. I love that. This is my favorite so far. Like, it's beautiful. That and the black pepper one. So this one is called Rosa Absolute. So I know that I'm not going to like this. But it's normal, like any brands that doing an Absolute of Rose, I'm like, no. So, voluptuous, dramatic and impassionated. Darkly luxuriant red roses, blackcurrant, raspberry, strawberry. Oh. Patchouli, sandalwood. Voilà. The mix of strawberry, raspberry and rose is the thing that I don't like this at all usually, so let's see how it goes. But I mean, it's not their fault, you know, it's personal taste. What can I say? If you do like those kind of ingredients, you're probably gonna like it. But me, it's just what I dislike the most in fragrances. Usually that's no. Ah. Okay, no, I don't like it, but not that bad though. It's a nice one. If you like Parisienne from Yves Saint Laurent, this is going to be a bit more deeper, but you're probably going to like this. It's a spicy rose. As surprising as it is, I do like this, and it smells a bit more vintage as well. Do you know what it makes me think of? Do you know, I don't know if you know that, but you know, in during the Renaissance, for example, the ladies in the court or the ladies in high society, they had a little pocket where they used to put like essence of rose with the petals and everything, and close it and put it under their dress or skirt. It smells like this. Yeah, it's really nice. But again, it's not. It's so. I think I do like it because it's not too warm. There's always something very lifting her, very clean in those fragrance, which is really, I do really appreciate that, because you can feel that in all of them. So even if the ingredients are crazy strong, you will have something uplifting. Interesting. I don't dislike it, so it's crazy actually. It's really, it means it's amazing. If you do like Rose Absolute, then you're gonna love this because it's beautiful. And if I say it's nice, this one I've tried it before, just because when my friend gifted that to me, I literally just seen one fragrance, which was, where is it? Mesmerising Oudh, Accord and Gold. I've seen that, I was like, this is for me, this is for Bunny. So I know it because I've tried it on my skin, and I'm gonna tell you what I think about this. So it's a oud that is really interesting because there's a lot of honey, so it's a bit, my life. So it's a refined fragrance with dark complexity. It opens with citrusy bergamot that you can smell a little bit, and bergamot smells a bit like greener, so it's quite nice. Spicy cinnamon leaf, a floral heart of elemi, a black tea contrast with a dark base. Heavy oud, sensualized by golden honey, is intensified with woody vetiver and hints of warm myrrh. Myrrh, vetiver, oud, elemi, bergamot and cinnamon. I mean, it's like they put all my favorite ingredients inside one. It's just missing narcissus, really. This doesn't smell like a very very dirty oud. It's like very delicate as well. There's something very uplifting again, very fresh. So it's not the oud that will be like too much, you know, even for people that don't really like oud because it's too much. I think you're probably gonna like that. Oh la la, it smells nearly like greener, fiery, tobacco-like. It's absolutely amazing. This is really. It smells smoky, nearly churchy, but that's because the myrrh is here. You know, when you enter into a church and they do those things, you know. Oh, this is absolutely impressive. That this is something I'm gonna buy for sure because stunning. We have another one that is orange and bergamot, so we go back to something much more lighter. So it's inspired by Seville, so Italy. Of course, Italy, like a bit of citrus is nice. So I do like citrus note, but I mean, I'm not in a good season and not in a good mood to smell those, I think. Just because I think there's neroli. Okay, I remove everything that I just said. Oh, I love it. That is so strange. Okay, it smells like nearly like a medicine, but in a nice way. I know it's weird, but it smells very cocooning. Like nearly, do you know perfume for babies? Like with a lot of nerolis and very. It's not sharp. Oh, I do like that because I was expecting something very sharp with the orange and bergamot, but no. Oh, I could wear that now actually, like for Christmas. It's really nice. Well, it's not Christmas anymore, but oh, it smells very creamy, delicate, round, and usually when you have all the citrus it's very sharp and blah blah blah. Wow, this is a really nice one. I directly smell the neroli. I love neroli scent just because it smells like baby powder, and I think it's quite like musky and round. And I do love that. I directly smelled it. Oh, that I absolutely love. It's so beautiful. It's really happy. Like, I feel that whenever you would wear that, you will feel very comfortable and happy. There's kind of scent that makes you happy like this, and I think this would definitely make you happy. I love that. It makes me feel of my childhood. This is one of my favorite with the oud, that's for sure. Okay, so orange and bergamot, really nice. Then Russian leather. So I'm expecting a lot about that because I love leathery scents. So Russian leather from Siberia. Let me read the description. So it does say intense, dark and enigmatic. A crackly... Whoa! I can smell it from there. Very strong. A crackling fire at twilight where intensely woody, smoldering and noble leathery notes. Ambery vetiver, black leather. Whoa. It smells like a green leather. It's a bit too leathery though for me. There's something that is nearly smell like caoutchouc. You know what I mean? Interesting though. It's very dark, like it does actually smells like fire, like burning fire, just like it just burned. You know, when you smell by the fireplace or by Maison Margiela or Sycamore by Chanel, it smells a bit like burning because usually it's birchwood that do that, but this smells really like fire. It does smell like fire, like you just burned something. It's really nice though, really interesting. Okay. And then Bushukan. Alors, Bushukan, where is it? Où est-il? Ah! So it's supposed to be luminous, inspiring and charismatic. Okay. They don't say a lot about the description. It's supposed to be very aromatic. So when they say aromatic, I'm thinking of like herbal kind of feeling, like basil, thyme, mint, things like that. Rosemary. Ah, yeah. Lavender. Smell like lavender. Yeah, it does. Oh, that is very soothing. It smells nearly like my pillow spray that it smells lavender like, but a bit more spicier. It smells like nearly like in a garden, like with all those fresh herbs. Again, there's something a bit more masculine there. It's really nice. It smells really aftershave, like again, like very clean. It's beautiful as well. Okay, so I've done all of them now, and definitely my favorite will be the Oudh one. 100%. The Oudh is amazing. The Oudh and the orange and bergamot one were definitely my favorite. I do like the black pepper one. I do like the leather scent, and the tobacco is interesting too. I'm not so a fan of the kind of more ladies one. The Rosa is something that I wouldn't wear, but very beautiful one, nicely done. The pink pepper, the nicely done, very sparkling as well, but not something I would wear. Gingerlily, probably I would wear that more, because it's really like nice and soft scent. Jasmine Sun Rose was nice too, but it's not for me because it's too delicate. Like, I'm not that feminine in my fragrance, to be honest. But yeah. My favorite were definitely those four ones, like Recharged Black Pepper, Tobacco Absolute, Mesmerising Oudh and Russian Leather, very incredible, with of course the orange and bergamot. But what is common with all those fragrances that I could smell is that all the time the trail, so the base of the fragrance, is not that strong. So it gives you like an impression of something very uplifting, very happy scent. Even if the ingredients are supposed to be extremely strong and intoxicating, you don't have that thing. So I'm thinking like for people that, and it's really British actually, this is the idea of British that we have, like very elegant, refined, but not too opulent, you know, you don't have to show too much. So I do like it. I think that's what I like about this fragrance. They have a common DNA, even though they're very different. So maybe if you're not used to wear something that is extremely intense and deep for you, you're probably like gonna like something like that, a bit uplifting, you know, a bit clean. Because we don't all like to wear something so intoxicating. So I think it's nice. I would definitely grab myself a bottle of the Oudh, and that's for sure. But yeah, again, like I will encourage you, like whenever you want to try a brand and there's discovery set like this, have a little try, because it's nice to try in the store, but you don't really realize how good the fragrance is if you don't take your time to smell it separately, and especially at home with an atmosphere that doesn't have a lot of fragrance in the air. I think it's quite nice. And yeah, and you never know. Usually I'm like, oh, I will not like this, and I did like it. So you know, really great brand, a lot of quality in there, and really representative from a UK type of vibe. So yes, tell me what you think about Molton Brown fragrances. Did you try them before? Which one is your favorite? And yeah, thank you so much for watching my video again, and I will see you shortly. And that's it. Bye now.